Whole Africa is standing up right now. We are saying we are not scared of you. If it means death, bring it on. We are ready for you. One Africa is our minerals. The time is now. We are standing. Africa unite.
Welcome to Owen Island Media. Thousands of Burkina Faso citizens took to the streets of Ouagadougou in a massive show of support for Captain Ibrahim Traore and his military government. Authorities describe as foiled coup plot. The alleged coup was reportedly organized from neighboring Ivory Coast, and rally came amid criticism from U.S. officials, including General Michael Langley, who recently accused Traore of misusing Burkina Faso gold's reserve to benefit the junta.
The ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that inure to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traore and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across. Even in Sudan, what's going on with the rapid support forces and Burhan of the Sudan forces, when you get down to it, is all about the revenue that can be drawn out of that, and there are nefarious actors in the CCP and sometimes Russia are complicit in those activities.
But many West African protest chanted "Long live Traore" and proudly waved Burkina Faso and Russian flag. Some held signs mocking General Langley, labeling him a slave in protest of Western interference. Some people drew historical parallels, right, to the past U.S. deceptions, referencing how Colin Powell's lies led to destruction of Iraq and how Barack Obama actions helped kill Gaddafi in Libya. This time, their lies won't affect us. They said we are not against them, but we are against economic slavery. Since coming to power in a 2022 coup, Traore has made bold promises to free Burkina Faso from foreign dominance, right, and bring about true national development. He has since distanced the country from traditional Western allies like France and the US, choosing instead to strengthen military and economic ties with Russia alongside Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso help form an alliance of Sahel states in 2023, a regional partnership aimed at African self-determination and security cooperation without Western oversight. As a Jamaican, I am proud, and a Caribbean, right, I fully support what Traore is doing. He is standing up for his people and trying to start a new path free from colonial strings, and that is exactly why they are targeting him. More African Caribbean people and African nations and Caribbean nations need to show support for bold leaders like Traore, because most of our current leaders are afraid to make the moves and do what he's doing. They speak about progress, but they're unwilling to put their lives on the line for real emancipation. Most of Jamaica's national hero fight against oppression and stand up for the people. Any leader who won't risk their own comfort, right, to secure freedom and dignity of their people does not have your best interests at heart. Let's talk about these so-called human rights group that suddenly find their voice. They are quick to criticize Ibrahim Traore and similar leaders, but were silent when the people in those countries had to pay outrageous fees for health care, had no access to education, and live in places where basic infrastructure like roads and electricity were neglected for decades, right? Where were those groups when the people were suffering and under corrupt leadership, right? Now that a man is trying to change the system, not just the government, but the very structure that they depend on. and that exploit them, they want to undermine him. Yes, Burkina Faso is still facing serious challenges, including insecurity and humanitarian issues, but the truth is those problems existed long before Traore took power. What he's trying to do now is fix a broken system and build something new, and the world, especially black people globally, need to stop foreign powers and need to stop allowing foreign powers to tell them what to do and who are their heroes and who are their enemies, right? Support for leaders like Traore is crucial because it's about recognizing that someone is genuinely fighting for your liberation, fighting for you, right? Real freedom will not come wrapped in politeness and convenience. It comes through courage, sacrifice, and a willingness to, to change the status quo. And one Africa unite. Bob Marley have always said that, and we need to see a united States of Africa, right? So check out these clips from some of the people that were involved in the protest and some of the people who are, giving a lot of praise and thanks to Ibrahim Traore and for what he has been doing for Burkina Faso.
Nobody here can tell us that in the days of slavery, when they were sending our people through the Mediterranean Sea, they were going there to go and be taking pictures and selfies. No, they were going there to dig holes and lay lines for railways to be built. And today, the same youth are in Africa. We don't want them to use the Mediterranean Sea again to go and enslave themselves. We want them to build our own country. This is more like they have been exported. Of all the gold, of all the resources, Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coach, second coach roads, he is building asphalted overland roads. How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have some people coming from nowhere to tell them that we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give you life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there, and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together and take it back to their country. Enough is enough. They are ready to rise up and say enough is enough.
Repeat several times that if we in Ghana here are protecting somebody from another land, what about you, the President of the Republic of Ghana? We are 100% ever ready to protect you. Whatever good work you want to do for your continent, your country, go ahead and do it. As a youth of the continent, during the time of Kwame Nkrumah, that the youth were sleeping and they do whatever they do to Kwame Nkrumah. This time around, if John Dramani Mahama want to come out from his heart and do it for the Republic of Ghana, no West and America can do anything to him, because the youth of Africa, we are protecting somebody from Burkina Faso, we can protect him. At the time when Gaddafi was giving free education to people in Libya, that is where they told us Gaddafi is a dictator. Yes. Oh, yes. At the time Gaddafi was giving people apartment to sleep without paying, that is where they told us Gaddafi is a dictator. Let me tell you, it takes African Caribbeans to make a only telephone call for $500 million US for just a single year. It takes Gaddafi to put up $300 million when other African countries are putting up $100 million. They still told us Gaddafi is a dictator. When Gaddafi was telling Africans to have African Development Bank, that we don't have anything to do with the IMF, we don't have anything to do with the World Bank, that is where they were telling us that Gaddafi is a dictator. That time, we were not having the media to see what Gaddafi was doing. By today, on top of Captain Ibrahim Traore, we were having the media. We can see what he's doing, and we are ever ready to protect every good leader of the soil who stand up for the people. The time is now to save our good leaders. Time is now to protect even my president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let me tell you,